There's a lot of new stuff this week, so I just want to go over some of it. If you are watching this, then you know that you're watching on Twitch TV/Dust to Shawn, as opposed to Hipsters TV. It was kind of a decision that we made with the other editors on Hipsters of the Coast to have Hipsters TV be a Hipsters of the Coast kind of channel, and to have my own channel. And I looked for Kid Chameleon because that's my Moto name. But since it's the name of a really sweet 1990s Sega Genesis game, it was already taken. My name had to be a pun, and I thought about using a Sigil of the New Shawn, because I've used that before. Maybe All Sun Shawn, maybe Shawnbringer Chariot, but Dust to Shawn really felt like the best one. So this week I'm doing something a little bit different for Modern Hero, and before I get to the deck list, I said there was a bunch of new things, and one of them is that we are being supported by Card Hoarder. And Card Hoarder is really great if you want to buy basically any cards online. It's super easy to go through them. They have a ton of different bots, and basically every single thing you could want they have. So they were nice enough to lend me a bunch of these cards. So cool. Card Hoarder is great. And I'll throw out my plug for Hipsters of the Coast, hipstersofthecoast.com. It's where these videos end up being posted. I've written for Hipsters for the past couple of years, and yeah, pretty great. All right, so I'm really excited because the past couple weeks I've been playing Titan Shift, and this week I get to play Breach Titan. And Breach Titan is kind of a pet deck of mine, and it's what I use to win a local PPTQ. So this list is a little bit different than that one, but I kind of wanted to talk about it. All right, so first thing is that there's 25 lands. This is less than Titan Shift. Titan Shift usually plays like something like 27. We aren't playing any of the cycling lands because really this deck is the goal of this deck is to win quickly. Scape Shift, you really have a lot of inevitability and the ability to kind of fight through some discard, etc. But one thing I've noticed with the shifting metagame is that we're kind of seeing a lot of extremes. So we're seeing decks like Storm, and we're seeing decks like Eldrazi-tron, though Eldrazi-tron didn't do very good this past weekend in Charlotte. So I think that we see a lot of fast decks. I played against a ton of Storm. Last week I played against 3 Storm decks, and I play against a lot of Affinity online too. So I really want to have a deck that, in lieu of interaction, can also win on turn 3. And Scape Shift can never win on turn 3. But this deck, you can deal 18 damage on turn 3. So that's not the norm. Normally it's more like a turn 4, turn 5 deck. But, you have that ability, so that's kind of better than nothing. I broke down all the cards into basically 3 categories. This first category, the one with 4 cards in it, is mostly just utility. So, I like Relic of Progenitus. It cycles if you don't need it, and is surprisingly irrelevant against decks like Storm. It's good against Snapcaster decks. It's good against Tarmogoyf decks. It's rarely ever bad, and when it's bad, it just cycles. So great. Relic of Progenitus is great. Chandra, Torch of Defiance, is a card I played in my previous list. I think it's the card that I'm the most that I question the most. It's a little bit of a utility card. It's a little bit of a ramp card, because if you can play it, maybe on turn 3, often you can untap and play a Primeval Titan. And in case you haven't figured out, this deck is really based around resolving Primeval Titan. Almost all these other cards, Farseek, Sakura Tribal, Search for Tomorrow, all ramp cards. as well as Hour of Promise. Hour of Promise is a little bit of a win condition as well, I suppose. Play Seeming Spirit Guide so you can really power out an early Through the Breach. Through the Breach is the big difference in this list as opposed to the Scape Shift list. So Scape Shift, you play 4 of those, and that's one of your main win conditions. You need 7 lands, and you 18 them. So great, but Through the Breach is faster, but requires you to have a Through the Breach and a Primetime. In order to find those Primetimes, though, we have a bunch of Summoners packs, so it's not usually very difficult to find them. And I wanted to try the one of Woodfall Primus. I kept it in my sideboard previously, but I think the card's pretty sweet, so I want to try it out. All right, let's check out this sideboard. All right, so sideboard, I have the other Relic of Progenitus, in case we play Dredge, in case we play Storm. Plenty of decks I'd want to side this in against. We got 3 Lightning Bolts, which I will throw out there is a little bit of a nombo with our 3 Chalice of the Voids. Initially, I kind of offset the Chalice of the Void lack of synergy by playing Sudden Shock, but yeah, mana's important. The fact that this costs 1 means oftentimes you can Lightning Bolt something on turn 1 and then play Chalice on 2. It's just not that big of a deal in my testing. So previously I played 1 Ancient Grudge, but because I've seen a lot of Affinity, I wanted a second copy because it's great against Affinity. So cool. Reclamation Sage also great against Affinity, blows up Blood Moons, some stuff in Lantern, and it's fetchable off of Summoner's Pact. So great. We got Anger of the Gods. A lot of lists will main deck either this or Sweltering Suns. With my main deck, I really wanted to just focus on the combo, so that's what I did. Card is great against a lot of different decks, though. It's good against the company decks. It's passable against Affinity. It's even passable against Storm because you need to blow up their Barals and their Electromancers. I'm going with 2 Obstinate Balos, which I like against Burn. And I like them against the Jun type of decks that want to play Liliana and other random discard spells. And we got Chameleon Colossus, which is kind of an all-star against Grixis Shadow, but is really passable in a lot of matchups. And then playing 3 Chalice of the Void. I'm a big fan of Chalice of the Void. I think that it's good in a variety of matchups, and yeah, it's a good way to just not even have to interact with your opponent. You just plop down the Chalice on 1. Against Storm, ideally you want Chalice on 2. Yep. So cool. Let us jump in a league and see how we do. Like I said, I'm pretty excited to be playing Breach. It's Breach Titan, yeah. Let's go with the play points. And if you are watching this at home, definitely jump in and say hi. It gets pretty lonely doing these things by myself. Mostly just because I'm no music and have to keep talking. So cool. I feel like I keep cleaning my glasses and I just keep making them worse. I sure would like to play first. Cool. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the new layout looks good. Thanks, Kate, for making the overlay. Really appreciate that. All right. So this hand we're missing a Primetime, but we're looking at a pretty early Through the Breach Primeval Titan if we have it. So I think I'm willing to keep this, especially on the play. So also turn 3 Chandra, so we'll use Windswept Heath. We're gonna get a Stomping Ground anyway. Cool. The 2 through the breaches is a little bit not ideal, but that's fine. Ooh, is this a mirror match? Could be a mirror match. Oh, that's a nice one. Go ahead and jam our buddy Steve. The coolest thing about this is that next turn, if we draw primetime, we get to go through the breach primetime and do a ton of damage to them. So, yeah, it looks like it's either the mirror or they're playing Scape Shift. So I am going to sack this because, like I said, we really want to see the Primeval Titan. Just untap. Well, I guess we have to do our searching first. Always yield. Okay. You want to cast this. As you can see, I just keep getting mountains too. All right. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted, but that's fine. We will happily jam Chandra here. And it's +1. It was a Valakut. So, worth noting that we did exile a Valakut. If our opponent doesn't have a way of dealing with Chandra, they don't. I mean, they're way far behind us, so. Okay. I'll jam this Wood Foothills. So, you may cast that card. Alright, I guess I need to get the mana in order to cast a primetime if we draw it. So, let's go ahead and do that. Nice. Yeah, I think I'd like to cast this. That seems okay. Yeah, I think I'd like to use the ability. That seems good to me. All right, so our Valakut's turned on. If we can attack next turn. Yeah, I think we just want Valakut here. And I think us being on the play is going to be good enough. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so, okay, 2 things. Yeah, the video is definitely stretched out vertically a little bit. I was looking at it. I think I look a little weird, but I was trying to figure out a way for it to fit the box. So we're using the overlay this week. So I mean, I guess I could probably do that. It's a little less stretched out. And yeah, earlier I was saying kind of the explanation that this is it's just a faster version of Scape Shift. You actually plays no Scape Shifts. In the mirror, what do we want? So, all right. We don't want lightning bolts. Lightning bolts don't do anything. Ancient Grudge does not do anything. Anger of the Gods, nothing. Rex Sage, I can't imagine does anything. I mean, it's possible they're on the Prismatic Omen version of the deck, but I don't think I care about that. Yeah, I mean, we're just a faster version of Scape Shift, so I feel pretty good about the mirror. Yeah, feels a little less stretched out and weird. Yeah, right. Yeah, cannot keep this. The lack of green source here. I wonder. This might be one of those times to do the math, because this hand is actually pretty great. But we would need to draw a green source pretty much right away. So we have 7 fetch lands that get us green. We have 4 stomping grounds. So that's what, it's 11 of 53. It's like a 1/5 chance of an untapped green source on turn 1. That's probably not good enough. Oh, hey, Rich. You did not miss very much. We are just, this is game 2. We won game 1. It's against Scape Shift. I was just trying to figure out whether I want to mulligan this. And I think I do. Well, this hand is not great, but I don't think I can go to 5. I would much rather have a ramp spell than a Windswept Heath, so yeah. Ravage Progenitus actually doesn't matter at all in this matchup. I'm just going to cycle it as soon as I can. Alright. End step, we'll probably get another Stomping Ground. Opponent also has a Relic. Alright. Let's go ahead and Far Seek. Nope, sure wouldn't. Alright, so next turn, you know, we draw the land, we get to Through the Breach Prime Time, and we will kill them on the following turn. Okay. Alright, maybe we're playing the mirror, I guess. We are playing the mirror. Yeah, because otherwise you don't do that. Alright, well... so I think we're not quite dead because our opponent had a basic force. The force is like the worst card in the deck, like actually. So it's terrible. And I think actually we are dead, right? Right? Yeah, we are definitely dead. Okay. All right, so I guess we're just playing the Breach Mirror, in which case I think playing first just makes a really big difference. Okay. We just want to go faster. Maybe we would cut something, I guess. I don't think we really want to cut any of these things, though. Alright. Damn. Another hand without a green source, so gotta get rid of it. This hand isn't great. Let's put that in the bottom. We only need 1 Through the Breach. Let's put the Cinderglade into play tapped. Okay. I mean, mountain. Like I said, mountains are important. This Woodfall Primus looks like it's going to be sweet. It looks like it's going to be pretty dope. Not quite as dope as the actual Primetime, but alright, you just set them back to the Stone Age when you play it, so. Alright, well, I guess we can just prime time. Guess we can just do that. Nope. Alright, well, unless the opponent has land Spirit Guide Breach, then we're gonna win. Whoa, I don't love that. I don't love that. Alright, got some Crumble to Dust tech. It comes in a play tapped. All right. Well, this is our opponent's window to just kill us, which is unfortunate. I guess they don't kill us, right? They just 18 us, which It's basically like being dead. Okay, okay. All right, this is really interesting now. So we got to figure out whether we want to through the breach in a Woodfall Primus and destroy 2 of their lands. Like, we could destroy Stomping Ground, leave them on 5 lands. I don't think that they had breach, because otherwise, why wouldn't you just breach instead of hour? Or we could just through the breach or prime time. Huh. So we're at 16. I just don't want to, like, die. Alright, I gotta think about this for a second. So we play through the breach. We play Primeval Titan. We get Valakut. We attack. We attack for 6. And then we get 3 times 3. No, that's not the way it works at all. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm pretty sure we just went this way. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay. Yep. Valakut. Okay, cool. All right, figured out the math. Yeah, we had enough there because we put in 2 mountains, and each of them sees all three Valakuts, so it's 18 damage just off Valakut plus the 6 on prime time. So cool. All right, well, we won the mirror match, which is pretty nice. Yeah, the good thing about this deck is that most of the time you're like, I think you're dead, and they usually are. So it's a deck that's near and dear to my heart. It's easy to play too, which is important. I sure would like to go first. Okay. So this deck, we're missing a prime time, but we have basically 8 copies of it in these 53 cards. So yeah, I think I'm fine keeping this. It's a little risky, but I think we're okay. Alright, let's get our Stomping Ground and suspend a search for tomorrow. Alright, the opponent can do whatever they want. Alright. They're playing against the Lantern. Alright, whatever. We don't have a Sakura Tribe Elder, so joke's on you. Okay, I think I just like Far Seeking here. Life total doesn't really matter here, I don't believe. I think I'm fine just getting a Stomping Ground. We'll Far Seek, and we'll get a Cinderglade. Sure. And so all we got to do next turn, the only thing we got to do is draw a prime time or a Summoner's Pact. You know, Woodfall Primus is also pretty good. Oh, but this happens. Ugh. What a world. Okay, so we're at this point. can we not cast or search for tomorrow? Thinking about that. Okay. Yeah, I guess I do not have the option of not casting search. Right. Yeah. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get the land. We'll do the things. That's so much worse. So much worse. Alright, what do I want to do? There's a right play here. I know it. I want to play a fetch. I don't really need to draw any more lands. So I think it's fine to just... Alright, so... Should I cast search? So basically my internal struggle here is that I don't really want to cast search because it doesn't... I guess I want to cast search. Cast that. Yeah. Alright, well I don't really want to draw the... I don't really care about the Valakut. But I will play this Relic of Progenitus. And I'll exile a card. And the relic might allow us to draw into something actual. Alright, so I actually need to do this right now. Let's get a Cinderblade. Alright, well, what do we think? Maybe the opponent will... Alright, you can take her through the breach. All right. Miss Our Promise is pretty good. It's pretty good. Ugh, God, playing against this deck, it just sucks so bad. It's just terrible. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, cool. So, cast Our Promise. Just get some Valakuts. Valakut. Oh, perfect. Mountain. Yeah, it's gonna be real hard to win this one. I have basically my only relevant card is the giant green guy. Yeah, Woodfall Promise. Woodfall Promise is basically my only relevant card here, and now it's no longer relevant. Jeez Louise. I mean, I guess it's still kind of relevant. I mean, Witchbane Orb is really the only card that's doing anything to us, so. Basically, I'm just trying to... Alright. That was an ambitious milling. Alright. Okay, so we got a war on 2. What are we warring? Another Pixis. Okay. Chances are super low that we're going to win this game, for the record. No need to play the lands. Alright. I mean, we already have one of those in our hand, and we don't need any more Valakuts. So, opponent milling us here is fine. Sure. Our Simian Spirit God is yours. I feel like if we're playing against an inexperienced player, we might be able to eke out a win here. Alright, so the 2 damages to each opponent. So that's good. So if I try to draw it, they're just going to Codex Shredder. They have multiple of these Codex Shredder effects, so I'm not entirely sure when the best... Like, I really do want this Chandra, but I don't know when the best time to fight over it is. I think when they try to mill the first one. Well, that's trash. Yeah, alright. This just keeps getting worse and worse. Alright, I guess having multiple fetch lands is good. Go ahead and Farseek it. I guess it doesn't matter. Just not gonna... Okay. So at least a relevant card. I want that one too. Sure. Let me draw it. Let me do it. Oh, wait, I do have a prime time? All right. Okay. So few relevant cards here. So now at this point, I just keep getting fetch lands to try and see actual relevant cards. Alright, that's Woodfall Primus. We need that one, and opponent's going to say no. So we're going to concede. Yep. I probably played that one a little bit longer than I needed to. Alright, so here's what we want. We want Chalice, we want Rex Sage, we want Ancient Grudge, and we want Relic. What don't we want? Chandra's... Okay, so it's like relevant. Alright, Our Promise, I don't love. I think the Reach makes us a little bit faster, but it's kind of a clunky card. Like, I don't think we want these Simian Spirit Guides. I'm going to cut A through the Breach. Let's try that. That was just really unfortunate. Once again, no green sources, so got a mullet. All right, we'll try this. I'm gonna put that on the bottom. I don't think that's what I want to draw. Sure. You play that Ley Line of Sanctity. Man, I hate playing against Lantern. It's just abysmal. just abysmal. Untap land would be good. Sure. Untap land. All right. Electro doesn't matter, so sure, we'll just get the... Let me chalice on one. Sure. Now, I think I would like to search for tomorrow. It's something I'm pretty interested in. Casting that. Cool. So the biggest problem, all right, well, that's annoying. Sure. There's some like little enjoyment I get when our opponent whiffs on a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This Farseek actually just doesn't do anything. I would rather wait to see if we can blow up the Ley Line of Sanctity before we do that. Sure. Laser Midsight's definitely going to make this game a little bit more difficult to win. Opponent probably does not want us to have the Chandra. That's cool. I would rather have a Prime Evil Titan anyway. It's not true. Nice. Well. Is that prime time? Mm-hmm. Sure would. Yes. Just gonna get some fetch lands. We just want to do our best to control our draw steps. Sure. Yeah, like I said, the only card that matters here is Ley Line of Sanctity, so... Opponent can only sort of control our draws. They have basically two ways right now. Every Codex Shredder they draw is much worse for us. But every time they draw something like Glimmer Void, we are not in bad shape. All right. Green, green. And like I said, we just keep grabbing fetch lands. Fetch land boogie. Another Ley Line of Sanctity. That's trash. It's got to be hard to beat. Not gonna lie to you. All right, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get that basic forest over here. All right, we'll take the Wooded Foothills. I'm not happy about it, but I'll take it. Would like the Chandra. Oh yeah, I can definitely do 20 to myself. Yeah, that's, you know, if it comes down to it, that's something I would gladly do. All right. All right, so I think basically like this next turn is when we want to kind of start forcing the issue. All right, well, like Windswept Heath is not a good draw, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Rope Decay doesn't do anything. This game is miserable. Through the Breach, and that's a Cur Tribal there. What do you guys think about that? Do you think about that? I should have. I should have sacked it. I didn't see that coming. I'll draw the Through the Breach. I don't really want to. No, I don't want to draw Through the Breach. All right, let's get rid of that. Sure. The best time to force the issue, I think, is during my upkeep. It just looks so bad here, though. And yeah, sure, another ensnaring bridge. What else we got? Sure. Yeah, it's gonna be basically impossible to win here. All right, let us draw it. Let us draw it. You're a coward. All right. Well, I guess. Oh yeah. I guess I should have. Yeah. I'm definitely playing a little loose here, guys. Little loose. Yeah. I should have shuffled that in. There's just no reason to do that. Man, I cannot imagine us winning this game. We don't magically have an Ancient Gorge in the graveyard or anything like that. Nope. Yeah. People enjoy doing this. What's wrong with you people? About to play about, I think, one more turn of this, and then I think I'm about done. Yeah, we're done here. We're done. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I do enjoy making other people miserable, but there's just something about Lantern. I don't know. It's like a special place in hell or something. Yeah, plenty of relevant cards, but you know, we just didn't really see them. So, yeah, let's play first. I think I'd like to keep this. It's a it's a turn 3 Titan. I'm gonna turn off that upkeep now. Yeah, I think I'd like to pay that life. Suspend this. Okay, opponent. Crack and then a Windswept Heath. Let's see what you got. Elves. Guys, I will tell you that I'm going to feel super bad if we lose to elves. But they really have to like go off this turn. Man. Talk about decks I hate. Alright, we got the Nettle Sentinel. But nothing else. Not sad. Let's correct that Heath. Get a Cinder Glade. I will cast this Search for Tomorrow. We'll get a Mountain. Cast that. Yep, that's what I want. Get that Prime Time. Exile. Exile. Opponent decided they had enough. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah. Yeah. The difference in the seasons is that our opponent had Cavern of Souls, so that they're not in some terrible budget list. All right, so we definitely want our Lightning Bolts. We want our Anger of the Gods. I found Chalice to be only so against them because they do have that card that I just talked about, Cavern of Souls. But I mean, Relic really doesn't do anything, so we don't need that. Woodfall Primus is interesting, but I don't think it's a card we really need. I think the rest of the stuff is fine, in which case I don't think I want Chalice, especially on the draw. I think it's maybe defensible on the play. Like, yeah, I think I might board it on the play. Alright, what don't... Chandra probably does not do enough. That would be my guess. Let's start off like this. We'll, yeah, this is another shout out to Card Hoarder. I had one earlier, but you know, thanks to you, I don't have to play stuff like elves. All right. This is an awkward hand, but one that I think I'm going to keep. We really need to see an untapped land so we can go turn 3 Anger. Okay, I guess we don't even need to do that now. Man, these Simian Spirit Guides. Simian Spirit Guide is a card I love. Like it doesn't do anything fair ever. Like you're never just casting it. Our opponent's kind of going off a little bit. I'd love to get the untapped land and then just Simian Spirit Guide, Anger of the Gods. Just riggedy wrecked. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Please, Magic Gods. I don't ask you for many things, but any untapped land would just really make me really happy as a person. All right. You guys ready for it? You guys ready for it? All right, untap land. Ah! that's not that. That's not that at all. All right, whatever. I guess we'll just lose instead. We should lose if our opponent is reasonable at all. But I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe they won't. All right. Well, fortunately, our opponent is just wants to get wrecked by Anger the God. So here's the thing. I'm not even sure that they're wrong in that play. But whatevs. Let's exile that. Like I get some real visceral enjoyment. What was that? Was that a 6 for 1 there? I guess it's like a 6 for 2 because I had to exile the Spirit Guide, but that was enjoyable. Something about blowing up elves at this point in my life is just opponent's done. They're done doing this. All right, cool. So elves is still bad. For people watching this that don't know my history, I last season Modern Hero we did a budget elves list, and I just routinely got my ass handed to me just week after week after week. I think one week I had a 0-5, so yeah. My hatred of elves is it's personal. I'm sure that it's a fine deck sometimes, and I'm sure that at the time when I was doing the videos, I was like, no, it's fine. Like it's reasonable against like Death Shadow, which was like a really big deck at the time. Yeah. Pretty good start. 2-1, 2-1. What's going to happen is I'm going to win the next one, and then I'm going to lose to a misplay I make in the finals, because that's been the recurring theme every week. Every week, yeah. But really, guys, these glasses are just not getting clean. Have you guys done any Ixalan drafts? Really don't enjoy that format very much, which works out really well because I guess I need to do this anyways. All right, so yeah, I mean, this here, it's basically it's a turn 4 18 damage via prime time. So yeah, I think it's definitely keepable. Let's see what our opponent does. They could certainly disrupt us in a variety of ways. Okay, let's burn. So we're gonna need to see a ramp spell on turn 1 or turn 2. Otherwise, we're just not gonna be fast enough. Okay, that's okay. This Windswept Teeth. Yeah, next turn we really want to we want a Farseek. Farseek would be nice, or Sakura Tribelter would. I think Sakura Tribelter would probably actually be better. All right, opponent went to 17 though, so it's a good sign. We'll crack this, and I guess we're gonna get the Cinderglade or the Stomping Ground. I'll get the Cinderglade. Ramp, 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 ramp. Yeah, Arrow of Devastation was great. Just a real fantastic thing. Okay. So this doesn't change our clock at all for search. I mean, I could I could exile the Spirit Guide and play search right away. But that only makes a difference if we... Yeah. We could Summoner's Pact, get Sakura Tribelter. exile the Spirit God on our next upkeep, but that also doesn't ramp us at all. Um, okay. Well, there's that Sakura Tribal there. Does a 2 damage justify itself here? This is actually pretty tricky. Let's see if I can figure this out. So, yeah, I guess it's gonna kind of come out in the wash regardless of what we do. Because we take 2 from the Sakura Tribe Elder, but presumably we can block the Eidolon next turn and prevent that 2 damage while also gaining us a land. Yeah, we might just be dead here. Which is unfortunate because we were so close. So close. Oh, also, it's the stupid thing is going to kill us. The Search for Tomorrow. Right, like if I didn't cast this Search for Tomorrow, there's a good chance I live. Yeah. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. They had all these still, so cool. All right, well, I guess I'm glad I didn't die to my own thing. All right, we got Chalices. We want Obstinate Balos. We want Lightning Bolt. We don't want Relics. They don't do anything. Chandra doesn't do anything. Woodfall Promise doesn't do anything. I think Hour might be a little slow. That's real unfortunate. Cool. Turn too slow. That's, yeah. Seeing, if we had just seen the Farseek on turn 2, we would have won that game. Which is one of the ultimate feel bads, really. One thing I really like about this list is that you actually do have game against Burn. Playing regular Scapeshift against Burn is miserable. It's just you're just a way slower deck than them, and they win. Like, you have a limited amount of interaction, but it's not enough. So I definitely prefer this deck against Burn. It's still not like I don't think you're super favored or anything like that, but you know, that turn we were just like, you know, a Sakura Tribe Elder a turn earlier or a Farseek a turn earlier, and we would have won. So it's real. We'd like to play first. Nice. All right. Well, I do like this Chalice of the Void. So really, the only decision I think I have to make here is on this Search for Tomorrow. I think it's fine to just play the basic Forest. Suspend the Rift Bolt. Goblin Guide. Alright. That's annoying. Show me the land. It's an Obstinate Baloth. Alright, that's a card I also like. So that's fine. It's a card I also enjoy. Had to get the basic Forest because Windswept Heath is terrible sometimes. And Chalice is nice against Burn. A lot of times they don't bring in the Destructive Revelry because if you don't have Chalice, then it just does nothing. All right, Rift Bolt's a card you can have. Nice. Enjoy that Wooded Foothills. Okay. Yeah, I think I would like that. That seems good to me. I'll get a mountain. And we'll get a mountain. I should have got a Cinder Lathe. That was just bad. Whatever. Whatever. Get that Obstinate Baloth. Alright, well, opponent decided they were done. Alright. Yeah, not really seeing anything that I feel like we need here. Cool. Yeah, Chalice is nice. Chalice is a nice card. On the Dragon's Burn, never great. Things we really want to see on the draw is a turn 3 Obstinate Baloth. I mean, a turn 3 kill really is what we want to see. But if we're being realistic about these things, you suspend the turn 1 search. How do we feel about this? I think I feel fine about it. I think I feel okay. That's not ideal, but maybe it'll hit us a land. Goblin Guide. Guide us into untapped lands. Hey, that's not what I wanted. Alright, and it's really annoying because I think I have to play Valakut here. We could Windswept Heath and kind of bolt ourselves to get a Stomping Ground and Lightning Bolt as Goblin Guide, but yeah, this is not going well. this is bad. Yeah, it looks like we lost this one. Simian Spirit Guide. All right, well, Spirit Guide's at least a card. All right, I mean, you played your outs, right? Okay, so let's think about this. We played to our outs. We're at 14. We're going to Farseek this turn, putting us at 3 lands. If we draw an untapped land next turn, we have 4 lands. Exile Spirit Guide, play Summoner's Pact, get Titan through the Breach Titan, and kill our opponent. So, yeah. I mean, we have it out. What are the pitfalls of this? So the problem I'm having is, if we get a basic forest off this Windswept Heath, what's going to happen? If we get a basic forest, we'll get a Stomping Ground next turn. Say it's a mountain. We'd have Valakut, Forest, Mountain, Simian Spirit Guide. We get Valakut, and that would not be enough. All right, so we actually just need to pay the 2 life and get the Stomping Ground here. Thanks to Windswept Heath not being a sure wouldn't. All right, so either we're dead or we're not. I guess we still have the potential out if we it seems like we're super dead. We can Simian Spirit Guide, Lightning Bolt something. That's just not a winning line, though. We'd have to, we wouldn't have really many outs. Oh, you know what? You know what the play probably was there? I think I got a little bit of tunnel vision. We could have Summoners Pacted for Obstinate Baloth and exile the Simian Spirit Guide. Alright, well, that was the land we needed. We're at 2. Opponent didn't kill us. Alright, let's go ahead and kill our opponent then, I guess. Oh, this doesn't work. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because we're going to get Valakut, Valakut. And we're still land short. I feel like there's a way we can win this game. I really gotta tank for a sec. Yeah, the problem is that we can get we just don't get that many Valakut activations. Like we get Valakut Mountain, and then we attack with Prime Time and get 2 mountains. Oh, and then right. I'm tired of thinking about things. Let's get that Prime Time. Exile that. I assume if our opponent had a way to stop us, they would have just killed us. So we will get Valakut and a Cinderglade, and we will attack. And let's go ahead and get, you know, nothing fancy. I'll get Mountain Stomping Ground. And no. This is 18 damage unless I'm missing something. Yeah. Sorry, I had to tank for a while, and that probably seems like pretty noobish that I couldn't figure out the math right away. Yeah. You can do 18 because otherwise you couldn't do 18 on turn 3. So I just had to do it in my head, and I was pretty lucky. So it was nice. All right. Well, you know, slowly but surely we got there, and look at this. We get to play for the 4-1. Yeah. I think I did. Yeah. Well, regardless, we got there. So cool. All right, Aaron. Like I said, as soon as you send me that pic of you with a shaved head, follow suit right away. I got my beanie, so I'll be warm. It'll be fine. Can do this. Sometimes with any deck in Magic, you just sort of get that tunnel vision, and you forget about, oh yeah, this isn't out, and I'm just gonna win. But I feel good. I feel like I played to my out. I don't know what else is in the opponent's hand. It must have been like Boros Charm and something else. I also want to throw out there that playing a pretty quick combo deck is nice, because we started this stream at 7 and it's 8:11 right now, and we're going into the last round. So nice quick stream. How do we feel about this? It's a turn 3 Chandra. Against some decks, that's fine. I don't know. This whole thing kind of hinges on how good Our Promise is, and the jury is kind of still out for me on how good it is. I don't think we can mulligan this, though. I think it does enough stuff. I'm just going to play Burn again and just lose. Bomat Courier. Alright, alright. Alright, let's say there's the prime time. That's fine. Bomat Courier. Alright. yeah, we're gonna lose this match. Definitely gonna lose this game. All right. Oh, Simeon Spirit Guide. So it's really it's a turn 2 Chandra if we would like. Man, that's interesting. What's the play? What is the play? I mean, all right, so if we turn 2 Chandra, what are we doing? We're just gonna plus, right? I mean, I guess we could kill one of these things, but then Chandra just dies immediately. All right, I mean, we could go turn 3 Hour of Promise. Does that do anything? It means that if we survive till turn 4, we have prime time. Right. Okay, I mean, I think I like the Chandra play. Just trying to think about these lands and what I want to do. And the forest is never great. All right, whatever. I didn't really think about that too much, but to me that made the most sense. Playing that forest might have been loose. I'm not sure. I didn't really want to shock myself though. These windswept pieces are kind of getting me here. See your opponent does. Yeah, I mean, if they let the Chandra survive, then we +2 Hour Promise. That seems fine. Okay. Lightning Helix. Helix me. Yeah. Maybe your opponent gives no fucks about this Chandra. It'd be real nice, though, if they attack me and I get to untap and through the breach. That would be clutch. Yeah, the Arid Mesas. Alright, let's see. What's on top? Show me. Stomping Ground. Okay. Alright, they did kill Chandra. Jeez Louise. Alright, well, I don't foresee us winning this game anymore. Opponent correctly identified that Chandra was a big deal. Yeah, man, I certainly wouldn't have kept that hand if I had known that my opponent was on burn. So I've not been impressed with Hour of Promise. I know it's like popping up in a lot of lists. I just don't like this card at all. I mean, it might be just because like it's out of place in this one, this version of the deck. But it never feels good. Alright, it's a Farseek. I don't know, I guess we don't want to draw a Farseek. Probably doesn't matter what we draw. I think we're just dead. I think we are just dead. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we are just dead. Cool. Alright, so these Chandra's pretty bad. These Hour Promises are bad. These Relics are bad. So Obstinate Bailout is good. Chalice is good. And Lightning Bolts will be, being a slight non-bow, are good as well. Cool. Guys, I don't want to have to shave my head. My friend group, it's whenever you punt, it's you go push-ups, and you can tell that it's not something I take very seriously. I don't do a lot of push-ups in my life. Cool. Well, I like being on the play. I like being on through the breach. I like our sideboard. I think we're okay. Based on my hand, though, there was just no way I could have won that game. I mean, I guess I could have killed one of their creatures and basically blanked their next attack. I don't know. Push-up cam. Ugh. It's like a GoPro or something. Yeah. There's nothing else I want, right? I mean, Anger of the Gods might be something I want. If they have Bomat Courier, is Anger of the Gods something I want? I just don't know what I want to cut. Like, none of these cards are cards I want to cut. Bomat Courier. Okay. I feel like it's an interesting card. I think that just the 1 damage every turn, though, it just doesn't, even if it replaces itself eventually. Maybe on the draw. I still have to figure out what I want to take out, though. I don't really want to take out any of these cards. Like, you need all the ramp spells. You want all the copies of Prime Time, Obstinate Bailoff. I would like to go first. And you know what? I would really like to go ahead and turn 1 Chalice of the Void. That's something I would like to do. That's something I would enjoy doing because I am a sicko. All right. What do we think? I mean, turn 2, we want a Farseek. I think it's fine to get the basic forest here. Or we're just gonna jam this chalice on 1. Forest, forest, forest. Exile that. And go out. Go. Okay. This one's fairly academic here. Best thing they could have is probably Eidolon here, I would say. Eidolon would be slightly annoying. But they don't, which is great. That's also great. Man. Opponent's just going to get wrecked here. It is... Deflecting Palm is a card, so I guess it's something I maybe should play around, but... I mean, I should probably just do this, right? I mean, not under that much pressure, though. Like, I could just... Yeah, Deflecting Palm is really the only card I'm worried about. And it's annoying, but it doesn't even, like, kill me, I guess. We're not going to kill our opponent. So it might be worth it to just wait. Like, I don't think that the turn difference makes... I think I'd rather just place a Kuro Tribal there. I know it feels kind of weird, but I think that that's right. I think Tribal under Titan is right. It's marginally better against something like Path or something. I don't know. I feel like they have something. And if they don't have Deflecting Palm, what do they have? What do you guys think about Deflecting a Chalice on 2? Because I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's great to me. I can't tell if this is loose, but I don't think it is. Mm-hmm. All right, well, there will be no deflecting any palms now. No doing really a lot of things. Yeah. Let's cast that Summoner's Pact. prime time. Let's play the prime time. Okay, so here's the thing. Against Burn, I shut off almost their entire deck. There is like some borderline insane chance that they have Blood Moon and they're just holding it. In which case, I'm gonna get Valakut Forest. This might be a little bit loose, guys, but I don't even really know what I'm playing around. Like, what removal spells do they have that cost not 1 or 2? Yeah, not losing to Blood Moon seems really good to me. Especially because like this prime time will just finish them off. All right, cool. All right, cool. What do we think? What do we think? I think I still like the Lightning Bolts over the Angers on the draw. Being able to Sure. I mean, against Burn though, what do they have that costs 3 or 4? Anything? I mean, I think that there's like some absurd off chance. I just didn't think that I could lose, because they can't play any burn spell or any creature in their deck. In which case, I would rather play around some insane corner case card like Blood Moon. So right, so you're not wrong that Bolt and Chalice is slightly awkward, but it's only awkward if I like if I drop both of them in my opener. I mean, I would have the opportunity to bolt their turn 1 creature, presuming they had one. Which, I mean, we've seen Bomat Courier, so they have seemingly at least 12 1-drops. I know that, like I said, I know that there's some anti-synergy having those 2 cards. I guess they could have Exquisite Firecraft, yeah. I know there's some anti-synergy in those cards, but I think being able to interact on turn 1 with something like a Lightning Bolt is probably better than being able to play Anger of the Gods. Because, like, really, that's the switch we're talking about. It's Lightning Bolt for Anger of the Gods. I'm just not convinced. Not convinced. All right, let's try it. All right. Okay, this is exactly the scenario Aaron was just talking about. He's like, seems like it could be awkward. I'm like, no, there's no way it could be awkward. There's no way. Well, figured it out. We got there. All right. All right, well, regardless, I think this Wooded Foothills to get a forest is fine. Let's exile that. Let's go ahead and do that again. That seemed good last time. I wonder if they brought in Artifact Destruction just for Chalice of the Void. Because there's nothing else. I guess I could have done that, but it doesn't seem right. Alright, let's play Sakura Tri Builder. Getting a Helix tier. Yeah. Getting Helixed. Do we see any stomping grounds out of them? I just imagine you just always want Destructive Revelry, but I could be wrong. Could be incorrect there. Opponent is doing some tanking over there, which is fine. I hope that they're just thinking about scooping and deciding to do it. It's fine getting the mountain here. Just got punished. Just got punished for getting the mountain. All right. Let's go ahead and play. I think I'm gonna play Farseek actually. This Card Tribe Elder is currently not blocking anything, so go Stomping Ground, not pay the life. This thing almost turned on. Really just need to draw prime time. That's the one. All right. If our opponent has a bunch of those kind of things, then I guess we're on some kind of clock. Yeah, so maybe they're just on red-white. Does it have wear and tear? Tear works on this, right? Or is it wear? I can't picture the card. All right. So they did figure it out. They had the Shattering Spree, which is bad for us for sure. They try to Goblin Guide us, so we do have a bolt for it. I feel like a genius there. So I was trying to think of whether I should just bolt them end of turn, but that seems incorrect. Yeah, there's nothing that really makes me want to do that. Okay, let's do this. Got 4 mountains. Got this Card Tribe Elder. Basically, it looks like we might have a turn. So, in which case, we're really gonna need to see that Titan ASAP. Maybe we're just dead. Could be just dead. I don't want to just be dead though. I want to 4-1 this league. Yeah, that does not look good to me. No, no. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show them the tech. Look at this. I'll bolt myself. Cool. Didn't give them satisfaction. Really got there. Well, that was unfortunate. But kind of is what it is. Yeah. We did not give them satisfaction, but I will give you guys, you all, the satisfaction of seeing me open this one chest. It's been kind of a thing. Just go ahead and jam in that. What is this? Player rewards pack? I don't know what this is. Do you guys know what this is? It's just been a lot of 3/2s. All right, we got a foil fleeting image, a Bitterblade Warrior, and a Soul Stinger. All right, well, didn't really get us there. Magic Online Player Reward Pack. Here, let's look it up. Magic Online Player Reward Pack. Okay, I'm starting to read about it now. Okay. Okay, you're eligible to receive 6 online player rewards packs per month. So, oh, okay, it's like if you play in leagues, you get them, or if you spend a bunch of money on the store. I'm kind of interested. How much they're selling for. I don't know what I call this. MLPR. Rewards. All right. Well, I mean, I guess I should just crack these too. Let's do that. All right. Well, these are real things. Got a Birds, a Vindicate, and a Sylvan Library. It's exciting. Are those worth anything online? That's the next question. Sylvan. And a library is like a ticket. Vindicate is like a ticket. And Birds of Paradise is like half a ticket. So, alright, well, could be worse. Could be worse. It's 8:38. I think I'm fine just calling it a night. Thanks all for tuning in. It's a pretty quick stream, but I'll have the videos up later this week. How do I feel about this deck? I felt pretty good about it. 2 of the matches we played were against Burn. I think Burn is kind of on the downswing in general. It might be a little bit more represented in Magic Online because it's not super expensive to build. And, you know, if I'm trying to decide between Primeval Titan decks, I mean, Through the Breach is much better against Burn. So that's just straight facts. We might have a little bit more room in our sideboard against it, but I think our sideboard is fine. That game felt slightly unlucky. Opponent had any creatures, we would be able to bolt them and then potentially had that live draw. So, yep. Okay. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Another 3-2 with Breach Titan. Thanks to Hazards of the Coast for hosting all of these videos, and thanks to Card Hoarder for letting us borrow all these cards. These folks are great. Make sure that you buy cards from them. Cool. Have a good night all.